Hey, what's going on, everyone? Today we're playing the Druid character. I thought I would do a bit of a kind of like how-to video on what you can do when playing the Druid to kind of get the infinite scaling build. Gonna do this as a bit more of a commentary explaining what items are important, when to buy them, that type of thing. Obviously, excuse me, it's Brotato, so you know the when to buy them part of things is not always up to you. But it is what it is. So, most important thing, Druid is very, very good at building up luck because every time you pick up a fruit, you have a 33% chance of gaining 1 luck. You'll notice you'll see some red fruits on the floor as well. Red fruits will do damage to you instead of healing. And one thing to keep in mind is that that damage will scale with your consumable healing. So if you get +1 consumable healing, you will also get +1 consumable damage. Sorry, I wanted to grab that quickly. So, the reason I'm going for grabbing them as well is the fruits that you pick up, we want attack speed as well. Attack speed is going to be very important. The red fruits that you pick up also have a chance of giving you that 1 luck, and your character does not pull them in at the end of a wave. So you want to pick them up throughout the wave, obviously making sure that you're not taking more damage than you can handle at the time. So it is a bit of a balancing act that you need to do. Later on in the game, you can pretty much pick up anything without having to worry too much. But the reason we're doing this is we want to make sure we are scaling our luck as much as possible, and obviously whatever cash we can get. In terms of stats, you can pick up some harvesting here and there. Definitely doesn't hurt because you are quite a weak character, so you are not going to be able to pick up. Sorry, I'm not going to be able to deal enough damage all the time. Those 3 are really good. Metal plate will take as well. Metal plate is good. Most important is to get our pruners. The reason we are going with pruners is pruners give us the gardens, and then gardens are obviously going to give us our fruits. You will also notice that enemies will drop a lot more fruits than you normally. Oh, that was almost dangerous. They are dropping a lot more fruits than you'll normally see. That is because the Druid has an increased chance of enemies to drop fruits. And we will also get the item. Oh, that was very close. We'll get the item later on that increases the chance of fruits to drop even more. So we're going to have just a crazy amount of fruits all over the place. As you can see, I'm playing a bit dangerous in the beginning. And that is because it really does help to just get as much luck as you can as early as possible. In terms of stats from level ups, I mean, just take what kind of look good in the moment. Speed is always good to have a bit of. And then some other things you're going to want to keep your eye on. So we can get this now as well, because we got that speed. So we can definitely pick up that. Well, nothing else that's useful. Other things you want to keep your eye out for, any explosion damage that you find early game, you want to be picking up. And then late game, any explosion size that you find is going to be very important. You want to make sure that you are not picking up spicy sauce unless it is cursed, padding unless it is cursed, and I'll explain why as we see them, but I'm just giving you a quick idea in the beginning. It's basically how this character's damage is going to scale, is when you get spicy sauce, you are going to do damage based on... Well, sorry, firstly you're going to do it when you pick up a fruit, which means fruits all around, amazing, lots of damage to be done. The damage you deal is going to be based on your HP total, because that is how spicy sauce works. Let's do a reroll now. I'm glad I did a reroll. Get 2 armor. We'll take a harvesting. That is huge. Get all of those and get an extra armor. We'll take the bag. We are going to pick up a snake as well, because snake is going to be able to spread burn. Excuse me. And burn is definitely going to help a bit later on, because we want to make sure that if we get Greek flame, that is going to help us kill things. So these are not important, like for late game. Because late game, your damage is just going to be spicy sauce. But when I say late game, we are talking late game. This is not it's not really gonna do much for you early game. Like in the 30s and 40s and whatever, that's when spicy sauce is still weak. So you want the Greek Flame and Giant Spell for getting through those kind of mid levels between, say, 20 and 50, and then you can start to get your spicy sauce to pick up a bit of the slack at that point, pick up a few fruits. Once you have enough of the other fruits, and especially once you have spicy sauce, we'll take the extra speed. not spicy sauce. Once you have jerky. Jerky is going to be very important too. I think we will take the harvesting. I don't mind losing 1 melee damage, but anything that can help me with economy is going to be helpful. And literally everything you see on the screen in front of you here is super useful. Baby elephants, absolutely insane. This a bit, wow, okay, that's, I want all of this as well. Holy moly. Okay, that is a very, very early candy basket, candy bucket, whatever it is. One thing we do need to keep note of now is because we've just picked up the additional 2 healing on consumables, the negative fruits are now doing 5 damage instead of 3, so we have to be a little more cautious of picking them up. But that being said, it's not like we're picking up too many anyway. So, actually had a very lucky start here. We're getting a lot of good things. What we'll now want to do is go and pick up some additional HP, because we can regen a lot with all the fruits we have, but we are also low on HP, which means we get hit by like 1 cursed enemy, and suddenly things get a lot more scary than they are already. Oh, careful. Damage-wise, we are going to start falling off very, very soon. Just a reroll. Can actually take the armor instead of the HP, and now we have a guaranteed. We'll take the 9 HP. What do we want? We definitely want this. I think we'll take those 2 and do 1 reroll. We're going to lock this pruner as well. Okay. That is lovely. I cannot believe how lucky we are going to be to have that so early on. One thing we do also need to find is fishhooks sooner than later. Getting high curse chance is going to be so important with this character, because there are going to be a lot of things that not only do you have to get cursed, but also a lot of things that you may actually get cursed and then need to uncurse, well, not buy them, skip past them and try and recurse them, because they need to be a really good curse level. Specifically padding. Padding is probably very important, and spicy sauce as well. Like if you, I think baseline spicy sauce is 100% of your health. So if you get a curse and it's only like 156%, you can't take it. You need to get at least like 190 and up. Because it's basically like 50% of your damage. Well, 25% technically, if we're gonna do the math correctly. But you got to be a bit cautious. We'll take some more max HP. That is lovely. Yes, yes. Combine and yes. And this we can actually take, because we can get range very easily, but 3 melee damage is going to be helpful. There's our first spicy sauce, but we will completely ignore it, because there is no point now. This is interesting. I kind of want this, but at the same time, there's no need to risk it. There's no need to risk losing out on surviving when we are not super strong yet. We do not do a lot of damage. I mean, look at that. We're hitting for 17 damage each. We do not need to deal with these enemies with double HP. Not until we have some more melee damage and some way to survive. So now we have more health. We can go pick up some more of these red fruits and just get the healing back. And the reason we do this is we want to milk as much of that luck as we possibly can. We can also go for things like, oh no, I was going to say a lifesteal. Sorry, that was incorrect thought that I just had in my head. But we can also go for anything that is going to help do periodic damage, meaning just like damage from items. And that's actually not what periodic damage means for any of those WoW players out there. But anything that does like external damage is what I meant to say. Anything that's going to help us with just doing extra bits of damage to enemies is really helpful. But I mean, as you can see with the armor we have and a bit of HP and the amount of fruits on the floor, we can already start to get away with quite a bit. We can start building up some dodge now as well. This is huge. More materials, more money. That's amazing. There's our first explosion. We'll take both of these. Pickup range is the third one. Pickup range is mega important. I actually don't know if I want more HP from consumables. We've got +3 right now. I don't want to take more, which makes the red fruits do too much damage. This is always a good trade. 1 armor for 2 HP. We'll definitely take that. So yeah, pickup range is also going to be very important, because towards late game, just to kind of explain the remainder of the build, and then as those items pop up, I'll explain them in a bit more detail. But you need to make sure that you are picking up fruits consistently. So the way we do that is high pickup range. so we can pick them up wherever they are on the screen. Then of course fruits we only pick up when we... Oh, am I gonna have to kill this dude? I actually don't know. We need damage. You can only pick up fruits when you've lost HP, so the way we do that is by getting the rotten tomato, which makes you start the round with 50% HP. Then you have a, you know, pretty much permanently you're going to be pulling fruits in, but you are going to heal up past that. So what you can do is get the couch item, I think, well, no, what's it called? No, it's not Etsy's couch, there's one of them which makes it so you can only heal 5 HP per second. It's the only way you can heal. What that will do is continuously allow you to pull fruits in, but at the same time you are not going to be actually healing from them. So you're just always able to pick them up. I think what we're going to do here is go for some more attack speed, and 6 melee damage is massive, and more attack speed. Huge upgrades. Huge. Pocket Factory we kind of don't want, but it's a unique, we'll get it out of the way. There is Jerky that is insane. And we'll actually take the 20 luck and the dodge as well. That's very nice. More pruners, so we'll combine you and get you. And we're going on to our first horde wave. I think damage wise we should be good, but we are going to play corner tactic just to be safe. In the beginning, I mean, we don't have a massive amount of damage, so we actually may struggle in the corner a little bit. And sadly this is wave 11, which means we are going to have to deal with these sharks that are charging. If you really want to do this, I would recommend restarting until you have a double horde wave with your first horde wave on wave 12. It definitely does make it easier. We're fine, I mean we're definitely fine here, but we could get really unlucky if we start to deal with cursed. Do I have any curse? No, I have no curse right now, which is actually good. I'm going to pick up a few of these because otherwise I could accidentally just pick up too many and die. That can be what literally kills you in this run, is picking up too many red fruits at the same time because they're stacked on top of each other and you can't see it. I need to get out of this corner and go pick up some other fruits. So yeah, Jerky is going to make this run so much easier now because we can pick up a whole bunch of the fruits. Actually going to take that now. More damage to bosses is insane. But yes, Jerky is going to make it so that I can actually pick up a few and stack up that damage. Sorry, stack up the healing. And then when I do take damage, I already have healing. I think this is always nice cursed, but it's not a necessity. So this as well doesn't really matter, the engineering and the elemental damage. So we're just going to take it to get it out of the way. And a garden. Of course, we always want to pick up a garden. I think we're actually going to take that. Why not? Let's get in a little bit of damage percent. We were in a very, very minor negative. But yeah, now that we're not on horde wave, we're going to focus on getting these red fruits out of the way and getting as much of that luck as we want. The next important item to talk about is the improved tools, because the improved tools is going to give you the increased attack speed on your structures, which is going to mean much faster fruit regeneration, or generation, sorry. So yeah, we want to get that, and cursed is good, but it's not a necessity because it just means you get where you want to be quicker. But if the plan is to push to like really high waves, you're going to get there eventually, so it's really not that important. But as you can see, it can be a bit of a tricky build to play. Like, we're strong, don't get me wrong, we're definitely strong, but you don't feel super strong because damage wise early game you are a bit lackluster. We just want to get that luck. What are we at? 164 now, which is not bad. Tyler, we can just recycle for the money. We'll grab some more armor. We are going to... actually going to take this. Yeah. We are going to start building up towards Crypt soon as well. Spyglass has to be cursed. Like, 100% has to be cursed. This is nice. Do I want to lose the armor now? Yeah, I think we can take that now. Doesn't really help much because we don't have much dodge, but it's still good. And sure, let's just actually get the piggy bank rather and get that out of the way. It's not going to be beneficial, but we just don't want to see it anymore. That's the only reason I'm buying it. You need to be, excuse me, sorry, I don't know what's going on with my throat this morning. We do need to be a smidge more cautious now, because we did just lose 3 armor by picking up the ghost item. But it does mean now that we can stack up our dodge a bit more. and become a little bit more tanky by actually dodging some of the attacks, because enemies are going to start scaling up in damage quite a lot. Oh, gotta be careful, gotta be careful. That's what I was talking about with the red fruits. You can sometimes pick up a few too many too quickly and not realize that is an empowered one, so we need to watch out for him. Let's grab 2 there as well, so we gotta watch out for that too. Oh man, it can get so hectic so quickly. So what I'm seeing is we definitely need more damage. We are not killing things quick enough. But that's okay. Or attack speed even. Attack speed can be good too. But this is kind of normal for this build, is to get to this point where there's a little bit of struggling happening. Doesn't hurt to take this. Worst case scenario, it's 5% attack speed. We'll take the bait. We can deal with the strong enemies at the beginning. And 12 HP is huge. Black Flag is another one that has to be cursed. Can't not have this cursed, so sadly we have to skip past that. Pickup range harvesting, sure, we'll take you and we'll take the crit. Do we want a little bit more speed? I think we do. We'll take a bit more speed. And then more pickup range, we want the explosion damage, we'll take the... No, we won't take the crit and the dodge. I don't want to lose any more range than I have already lost. We also haven't seen one of those bosses yet. From the candy basket, the 10% chance for a boss to spawn, which is actually kind of nice, because I don't think we would be able to handle a boss. But, I mean, free red items would be nice. In terms of things to banish, I actually don't have good advice on that. I can't say I know what is important to banish. I think if you see red items that you know provide no value, rather just banish them so that you can see the other ones more frequently. You could even banish purples and maybe just try and only see, you know, experience and explosion size. That could be really helpful too. But you could even banish some commons and just try and focus on getting baby elephants, or you could do blues for cyberballs. But most of your damage is going to come from stuff like that, so you want to make sure that, you know, you get as many of them as you can, and if you feel like banishing things around those is helpful, there's no damage. No harm in doing that. That's a large amount of range. Let's just get that so we have it. Another unique, get you out of the way. Go away, I can't buy you. Let's get you. I think we can lock this. Let's get the crit. And yeah, going on to the horde wave. Let's see how the horde wave goes. I'm a bit nervous because we are quite weak. And I think we're going to have to do corner tactic again because we just do not have the damage yet. I mean, possibly don't need to do this. I don't know. I don't feel super strong right now, so I'd rather just play it safe and make sure that we can get this to work. There's no need to, you know, the video is not titled "Watch Me Be Good at Brotato," so I don't need to sit and try and risk everything. We're trying to get a specific goal here, and that goal is to get really, really far and get broken. So we need to make sure that we can survive to get there. This is starting to look a bit sketchy because there are so many red fruits and it's actually hard to know what I'm picking up. So I'm a bit nervous right now that I run through there and take too much damage from red fruits, because I've done that before. I've died from red fruits. But that was good. Get a lot of luck as well. Recycling has to be cursed. This is huge. Not going to say no to that. I think we'll actually take the dodge here. Let's get the dodge. Let's get that crit. Let's get some melee. Get a little bit more HP. I don't want this yet. We don't think we're in a position to survive that. Let's just combine. I'd really like to see a fishhook though. I'm just going to recycle you actually. I'd really, really like to see a fishhook. More explosion damage. We can ban you. Oh, it's unique. I shouldn't have banned that. Okay. Don't do what I just did. I wish I had the money to buy this. We're going to lock this because we want 20 melee damage. I wish I could buy that fishhook now. I mean, that hourglass. For any of you who watches a lot of my videos, you know how much I've been trying to get hourglasses lately, and I cannot believe I finally see one this early on and I do not have the money to afford it. That is just the game really taking a piss. Oh, F16 is going pretty well. Only thing is, Still, we need more damage, and we do need some economy. I'd love to be making more money than 448 in a wave. So, 606, we do have a bit of harvesting. Oh, we actually have a decent amount of harvesting. Let's do a reroll. Let's take some melee damage. My first fishhook, finally. Okay. We definitely want both of these. What does my damage go up to? 44 to 57. That's a huge, huge jump in damage. And now what we're going to do is start to lock a few items. Let's get a little more damage percent and some curse. Okay, we have our first boss. If any one of these three get cursed, I'll be very happy. Nothing got cursed. Okay. Let's see if we have any chance of killing this dude. Yes we do. Okay, cool. He can definitely go down. We are going to take a fair chunk of damage if we get hit by him, so we want to make sure we pick up a few fruits, and this is why the jerky is so good, because now I can pick them up. We have the regen, we can play a little bit more aggressively. What you do want to do with this character, because you are weaker, is not focus too much on the boss and completely ignore the enemies, because they can overwhelm you and then you've got too many red things flying in. We'll go fetch a few fruits, get some regen stored up, and then go back in and just being ever so mindful of your own red fruits, because those can be a big chunk of damage if you are not prepared for it. So I think now we need to get a bit more fruits for the jerky. There we go, we picked them up. We've got a bit more regen. And now we can go be a little bit aggressive again. And now we'll pick up a few more fruits, and so on and so on. Oh, that got very close. Okay. Boss is down just in the nick of time. We get some fruits. What do we get? Oh, Cyber Ball is huge. Potato, you know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. We'll take a bit more armor. We'll take some crit. Nothing got cursed. That is sad, but we don't really need this cursed. I mean, it helps, but we can't afford to have a round of not actually doing any shopping, because that is just going to weaken us too much. And we can ban those now. We don't need to see them anymore. And on to wave 18. So I think now that we're not dealing with the boss, we can focus again on picking up some of these red fruits. I really would have liked to have found improved tools by now. I think that would have been really helpful for luck generation. What are we at luck-wise? 294. That is not bad. We want to get a bit more of that as quickly as we can, so we are going to focus red fruits. And what would really be helpful is finding something like extra stomach, which helps with scaling on your HP, or even the leaf. That gives you 3 HP per round, although extra stomach is way more, especially if you can get it cursed, because it's what, up to 8 per wave. If you get cursed, you can get up to 16 per wave. 16 HP at this level is basically what, 20% more health? Well, not quite, but like 15% more health, which is insanely helpful. Okay, that is insanely lucky. Well, I mean, we got nothing cursed the previous round, so we'll definitely grab that. We have 4.5 seconds. Holy moly. Combine. Boom. This we don't care about at all ever, but we want to just get it out of the way. Hunting trophy. This, we could actually lock this and try and get it. That's just going to help with damage. In the greater scheme of things, it's useless. Because we really don't care about 3 melee damage per round. That is just not that helpful. But it would be helpful now, because right now we are not doing much damage. And now that we've found our first hunting trophy, what we want to do is actually start getting some crit, so we can get more chance of getting more resources. So we do have 3 economy items right now, which is good, because we obviously found the gobbler's head, which you can see by my character. We have 1 hunting trophy, and we did find 1 of the starfish, which is just extra resources dropped from enemies. And because this character has no, negatives towards experience gain or resource drop or anything like that, it's more than just helpful for money. It's helpful for experience as well. That being said, we haven't found a single thing that gives me more experience, so that would be helpful to find, the scar or the bean, anything like that. Okay, 1003. Hey, it says leet. We'll take this as well. It's not going to be massively impactful. This is huge. More luck, cool. We'll recycle you, some dodge. Okay, of course you got cursed. That actually becomes a bit more impactful now. We'll grab all 3 of those. my next fishhook, which you know what this means. This means we unlock you, and all we focus on now, let's get you because it's unique. All we Cyberball, amazing. All we want now is to get this cursed. We'll take melee damage. You know what? We can actually take that now, uncursed. I think that's fine. Right. Attack speed's going to be helpful for the bosses. I don't know if we are going to be able to kill them efficiently. Yeah. Okay, so what we're going to do, you should all know this by now. The moment you start killing the bosses is when the map starts to get a bit chaotic. So what we want to do is only kill one, and you go fetch some fruits. There we go. We only want to kill one, we'll get the other one lower, and then we'll focus on killing him later on. Kind of when there's maybe 30 seconds left in the wave, or 20 seconds left. If you are super strong at this point, if you got really lucky with damage items, then you can focus on killing him a bit earlier, because, you know, you can survive the waves, but things can get a bit chaotic if you kill them too soon, because that's when all the enemies start spawning, and if you get a screen full of a whole bunch of cursed enemies and you can't deal with killing them all, you are in trouble. So, we'll use this time to go pick up the red fruits, go kill that spawner. We want to get as much of the luck as we can. Obviously, Jerky, honestly, at this point, I think is a bit of a requirement by wave 20. Without Jerky right now, we would be struggling. We would have been struggling much earlier as well. And hopefully we get lucky here and we get an hourglass. If we get an hourglass and we can go back a wave, that is going to be really, really nice. Okay, well, that is not an hourglass, but 15% crit is good. Yeah, we'll take that. We'll take you for the dodge. Recycle you, ban that. We don't ever want to see the octopus. So now we don't have to ever take attack speed anymore. Melee damage we get in 5 per wave. So we can focus on things like HP. We can get some more range if we need, but what I'm looking for is dodge. Please don't make me reroll too much of my money looking for dodge. There we go. We want the dodge because we get the attack speed as well. And we'll just take some luck. Okay, now we do some more shopping. I kind of want to lock this in place too, but I really want this to get cursed. So we're going to risk it a little bit. Lucky coin, we don't really care about the luck because we're going to scale luck insanely, so we can just get it uncursed. Sausage to burn things, definitely we want that. Let's just get a pruner to upgrade you. We'll get our 3rd bag and the last one there. Cool. More bosses. These guys should die a lot quicker. I'm pretty certain that the bosses on wave 20 specifically, and like 30, 40, 50, or maybe it's just 20, I'm not sure. They're definitely stronger. We are going to make sure we're picking up lots of red fruits here too, because now we're in a strong position, so we can milk collecting luck. What we do need now is as many gardens as we can find from the shops, and we need to find improved tools and just build up that attack speed as much as we can. I think in terms of surviving from this point to the point where we get strong, it's going to be imperative that we find a giant spout. That should be easy-ish, because we've got good luck and we can ban some of the red items that drop. We're making really good money per wave, and hopefully that bishop of mine is going to get cursed pretty soon. And it needs to be a good curse. We want to get as close, you need to be in the 90% towards the end. Chameleon, let's extra dodge. No, we actually don't care. Attack speed. This, ban. We don't ever want you. That is good, that is good. Right, so in terms of shopping now, sadly we still have this sitting locked. Padding, this is going to be mega important, but we have to skip past it now. You need to get this cursed. We need the fishhook. That is super, super important. More armor and dodge is always huge. More trees is huge. More alien for extra random damage. Let's just grab it all. Okay, did you get cursed yet? Please tell me you got cursed. Damn it. Every round that's stuck there is just a round that I can't get out of things cursed. So that is very annoying. But we have lots of fruits now. What is my luck at? 622. And you'll see by the end of the wave, I mean, there's 2 more luck. 3 more luck. None of those gave me any luck. Yeah. So it's yeah, it's a fun build. It can definitely do well. I'm going to be skipping a little bit more ahead now. I don't want you guys to watch every single wave and have this video be way too long. But definitely this is the kind of general idea. This could still not work. That's the problem. Is you could get to this point, but if I do not find Giant's Vault or Greek Flame, I'm not going to be able to deal with it. It's less the bosses that I'm worried about, and more the dudes that hatch eggs, and the guys that shoot the 2 red beams. They are the challenging ones when they're cursed in the higher waves. They take very, very long to kill. And especially the spawners, if anything actually hatches from the spawners, that can be a bit terrifying too. So, oh, I should have upgraded that. So yeah, I'll see you guys every so often when important things are happening. Okay, well, Bishop finally got cursed, and that is pathetic. That is absolutely pathetic. Means I can get 54%. So even if I get a 40% of my next one, I only have 94%, which is not terrible. Oh, explosion size is massive. It's not terrible, but it is really not what we want to be seeing. We want to make sure that we are getting way more than that, but so be it. Okay, now we can lock and lock. And anything else that we want to lock in? No, that's it. But this is good. It's just extra HP, and we have good armor. So if we can get this cursed and get +2, we're going to get, what, 74 armor in 1 item, which is nuts. Really, really helpful. But yeah, round-wise, just to explain what we're doing at this point, still just much of the same. We are picking up red fruits to get the luck, and using the other ones to get us the healing, and then just running around and farming the map. One other item I didn't mention was pearls. Pearls are actually vitally important to this, which I should have mentioned much earlier, but because pearls give you... I actually found one in a crate. Because they give you the damage based on your luck, that is going to be your infinite damage scaling. Not just the HP, but the damage percent. If you can get these cursed, 100% go for it. Because cursed pearls are going to make a massive difference. It's basically double or triple if you get really lucky with the drop. So yeah, you want to get those and make sure that you are farming as many of the red fruits as you can for that luck, so that they just scale up more and more and more. But end of the wave, you pull in all the green fruits anyway, so you're going to get your luck that way as well. Okay, this item, super, super important. If you find this, you take it immediately every time. Do not ban this, because your explosion damage, oh, that's nice too. Your explosion damage is going to be super, super helpful. This is really good too. Yes, you're losing some speed and dodge, which is not great, but explosion damage and size. Explosion size, you need a lot of it. So I would highly recommend getting as much as you can. I got my first spicy sauce and it got cursed, as we can see, and this is actually one which I think we will take, even though it's at 186. 186 is still good, so we'll definitely take that. And padding, we can lock that in place. There was one other item I wanted to reference as well, which is, oh, cool. I mean, it's not a good curse, but it's cursed. I mean, we'll take it. One other thing which you might actually just want to ban is the item that makes you... Oh, I lost my train of thought. I just saw it earlier. It's... Oh, I'll have to remember when I see it again, and then I'll let you know. But yeah, there are some items which you mustn't ever take, because they are just going to completely screw you. And at face value, it's like, oh, that doesn't look so bad. I wish I could. I'm just trying to ramble now so I can try and remember the name of the item, but I don't have it right now. We'll see when I remember again. Okay, this is one of them. This is not something you ever want to take, so we can actually just ban that so they don't have to see it. And then the other one, I just remembered just what it is now. It is the one that makes it so you cannot get any more HP anymore. You never, ever, ever want to take that, or the knot either. This is horrible. I don't want to use up too many of my bans though. But I mean, the knot you can kind of take a little bit later on once you have the items you need. But it's very important not to take the one that prevents you from getting more HP, because that is your scaling. Like, that is absolutely imperative that you do not take it. Sand Tomato, we have that already. I'm actually going to grab it now. I'm happy with this because, I mean, maybe now's not the best time to screw it. I think we'll be fine. I was going to say maybe not the best time to get it because of the boss wave, but I think we'll be okay. We've got a lot of damage, and that's something I want you guys to see as well when we go into this boss fight now. This is, I mean, luck is good, luck is damage. We just want to wait for some fruits to spawn. We can get a bit of health back from fruits. There we go. Let's get some more fruits. Get that HP rolling in. Okay. Yeah, we're fine. Look how much damage my baby elephants are doing already. We only have, what, 3 of them? You can see the little 3x there. They have done more damage than all 5 of my pruners combined at this point, and that is literally what's keeping me alive. Without those, I would be struggling right now. And now we can just go absolutely bonkers with picking up red fruits because we have so much HP rolling in from the jerky and all the fruits that we're picking up. We still have a bit more dodge before we hit cap. Oh no, we have cap already. Yeah, I think we're in a good spot. I think this is going well. We just now need to find the big curses on padding, find our last spicy sauce, get good recycling, and then we can start scaling. Wow, okay. That is luck. This is the first one of these that I've locked. 3 max HP for every 80. So even now already my health's gonna jump. And that's based on the resources we have. So once we get this up, we are gonna be in a really, really good spot. Sure, I mean, we don't really care too much about the curse level. Pearls as well. For the purposes of this video, I'm not going to worry too much about amazing. I'm not going to worry too much about getting all my pearls cursed because I've let you know that's what you need to be doing. So just make sure you're doing that. But yeah, wow, we're in a good spot right here. Wave 30. We just need to be a little bit cautious in the beginning because we are starting with 50% reduced HP, which is a bit scary now and we don't have too much health. But I'm not even looking at the bosses and they're dead. Like the damage that is coming in from the cyber balls and the baby elephants is just absolutely insane. We did find, literally on a reroll without even trying to lock it in place, we got a 41% closed bishop. Just in the previous shot. So we have now 95% chance to curse, which is really good. Really, really good. And all we need now is our last padding. And improved tools is locked in the shop right now. So once we have improved tools going off, we are going to get way, way, way more fruits, which is just going to be way more scaling. We have a lot of our pearls as well. What I would recommend you do for this run, if you plan to push very far, make sure you have the mods so that you can auto recycle, because look at how many items we find. It is just, oh, there's Green Flame. I also found my giant spell, both of them aren't cursed though, so I actually don't care. This we can take now, 59 speed is good, get the unique out of the way. More pearls, more boss damage, Rook and Tear is good too. We don't need you, we don't need you, we take you. Doesn't really add much value, may as well just recycle. We also got our cursed recycling bin, as you can see. So things were recycling for a lot more, but it's taking a lot of time to go through all of the shop waves and the recycles. I mean, 3.3 seconds on a fruit, 1.1 second on a fruit explosion size. What I am going to do is be a little bit greedy, see if we can find a mirror. Mirror would be really helpful because then, oh, I missed a cyber ball. I'm blind. Shouldn't skip too fast. These you can also pick up. 30 luck is good. I mean, all luck is damage now, so may as well just pick up any luck that you can find. And things that are limited that we can get them out of the way, I'll buy those too, just to make sure. We'll luck you as well. We don't need the explosion size just yet, so it's perfectly safe to be a bit greedy and hold on and hope for a mirror, because you'll see how many crates just start dropping in every wave because our luck is so high. There's 2 crates already, and we'll probably get 10 crates in the wave. There's the 3rd already, and because we have the treasure maps, we are able to get a lot of items, which means our chances of finding a mirror are actually relatively high. So pick up what you can. Explosion size is looking, can't really see an explosion right now. but probably pretty good. And we'll just keep, what are we on? That's 70%. So not fantastic, but that item is cursed at 43%. We can find a mirror or even 2 before we buy it. That on itself is going to be huge. I don't know what percent you want to get to. Maybe around 500, maybe a bit more. And we need more pickup range as well. Actually, pickup range is looking pretty good. 6 crates. I mean, this is 20 luck, so we'll take it. Don't care about that. Okay, well, we found our mirror. We get 2 of these. Well, get our baby elephant, and that's a cursed one. More explosion damage is good. Free rerolls, more luck. I mean, yeah, shops are looking good. We do now need spyglasses though, so that's going to be the next thing that we want to focus on getting. And yep, I mean, check the spicy sauce damage already, and that is based on HP. We do not have a lot of HP, and as you can see, my HP is climbing, 329, and as we kill more and get more resources, we're 332, and it is going to skyrocket late game. Only thing I will give you a warning on, which I'm just going to mention now, and then I won't talk about it again, is when you get to this point in the game, and the fruits are spawning incredibly quickly, be cautious when you're running over a stack of red fruits. Because if you have like insanely fast spawn times, it is very, very high potential that you will do a lot of your HP in damage. And you just will literally die. So we're not there yet, and I've stopped buying any form of HP consumables at the 11 mark. You don't really want to go higher than that. We're down to wave 40, and I think we're pretty much done. Honestly, I mean, I haven't got bone and dice yet. There's a lot more that I could get to just keep refining this to make it stronger. Just to give you an idea, for anything that's got luck on it, that's what you want to pick up. You're going to get so much scaling from fruits anyway. I actually just skipped over some pickup range. But at this point, you just want to pick up cyber balls, baby elephants. Never pick this up. Handcuffs, ban. Get rid of you. And obviously at this point, still more explosion damage and explosion size, more cyber balls, more baby elephants. But as you can see, wave 40, the moment we start picking up fruits, dead. Now look at the damage of the spicy sauce on the left hand side, and we don't have to do anything. We can just AFK here, and absolutely everything's gonna die. You could even get rid of your weapons at this point. I don't think I have enough gardens yet. Explosion size is looking, in fact, let's quickly see what my explosion size is at. Yeah, explosion size is already nice and big. You would want more than this. What are we at right now? 275. So I'd say maybe 400% explosion size will be more than enough. If you can get up to 500, great. But nothing is going to get near me, and the scaling is just going to keep happening. My damage percent now is at 7,414. Pick up some fruits. Pick up some more fruits. Let's get all that luck that we can get in. What was it? 7,414. 7,566. We've literally gone up 150% damage just from picking up fruits and getting luck. It is broken. It is utterly broken. And the more resources we pick up, the more health we get. So you'll see as we recycle. Okay, rip and tear we want. But you recycle. I'm going to call it yes. I'm not going to look at what we're picking up, but my health is just going up and up and up. And what you could do is finish recycling everything and just literally straight up just auto level, go next. Dead. So if you are wanting to push, if this is where you've gotten and you're watching this video because it's the guide and you want to get to this point, at this point in the game what you want to start doing, because you are going to be in one-shot range, no matter how much help you get, you will be one-shot at some point in this game. For now, what you want to start doing is picking up tardigrades. As many tardigrades as you can possibly get. My recommendation would be you find one in a shop, you lock it so it's cursed, and then you hunt for like 10, 15, 20 waves just for mirrors. You stack mirrors on top of each other. If after 15 waves you could have found maybe 10 mirrors, and you've got 10 times 2 tardigrades, you get 20 tardigrades. Honestly, that should be enough where you can even AFK bosses. what you do need to worry about is picking up your red fruits is going to cause your tardigrades to lose. So you're going to get weaker. But yeah, this is the build. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. And if you do try this, please come back and comment down below. Let me know what wave you managed to get up to. I'd be really curious if there is someone who wants to beat the 1000 and get 1002. I will go back in and I will get higher than that. Whatever you get, I will go back and I will not touch grass for a few days and beat the record. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.